talked about it last time, I think, right?
No, I just started recording. What we did talk about last time is the book Ghost Soldiers, because I just started it, by Hamilton Sides. And he's the author of another book that I finished this week called Hellbound on His Trail, which was the search for James Earl Ray, who killed Martin Luther King?
Shot.
And that led to his death.
Yeah.
Here's why I phrase it like that, though. And we'll get back to Ghost Soldiers in a minute or two. After reading Hellbound on His Trail, I go on YouTube and I'm watching MLK videos. And I was a fan already, for obvious reasons. Then I see a clip from Vlad TV where Vlad interviewed Judge Joe Brown, who used to be like a TV star.
Yes.
And Joe Brown doesn't think that James Earl Ray killed Martin Luther King, at least not by himself. Now, you may be saying, well, that's great, Rick, but Joe Brown is a celebrity judge, so who really cares what he thinks? The way I understand it, my stomach's doing something weird, is that James Earl Ray was appealing his conviction in 1998, and he was waiting for the trial when he died.
Oh.
And had he gone to trial, Joe Brown would have been the judge. And Joe Brown said, based on the information he had, he would have found James Earl Ray not guilty of the crime of murder. Now, then he said that doesn't necessarily mean letting him off completely, because you could make a good argument about conspiracy. Brown basically said that where people think the shot took place from, which is at this dilapidated motel across from the Lorraine. Yeah. It's not realistic to think that bullet, he was shot from that angle. It had to be someplace else. And again, I didn't completely, I'm a noob. I don't understand the law. I don't understand science. I think he says that, or he thinks that James Earl Ray acted with somebody else. And James would often reference somebody who was involved with it and said this was another person, but he never gave any details. There's speculation that other person may have been his brother. Joe Brown also said that James Earl Ray pleaded guilty to the murder, but he never confessed. So oftentimes people will say that because they don't want a long trial or for whatever reason. So it was really interesting. I'm going to have to show you that clip because there's a lot I'm leaving out. But what do you think of what I just said?
Interesting. Who does he think that may have shot him along with James Earl Ray?
He doesn't know for sure, but he doesn't think that James Earl Ray acted alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. Did they talk a little bit about James Earl Ray and what was he doing before this conviction?
Not in the Joe Brown interview. In the book they did, though.
Okay.
He was a soldier back in the day, and I think he went to Germany, but it was after it was liberated. But when they were rebuilding things, I hope I'm getting that right, and Ray became a fan of Adolf Hitler.
Wow.
And he used to carry around pictures of Hitler in his wallet.
It's a little crazy.
Well, Ray came from a bizarre family. They were super poor. He had a lot of relatives die for mysterious circumstances. They were telling the story. One of his sisters started a fire when she was, I want to say, 6.
Wow.
And it ended up killing her.
Oh.
One of his other sisters was mentally challenged.
Yeah.
So they placed her in an orphanage when she was a young child. And one of his brothers drove off a bridge and died.
Oh.
So there was this craziness in his family. James comes back from war and kind of goes through life in the 1950s, commits some petty crime, is in and out of jail, eventually escapes, and is a fan of Senator George Wallace, who is a segregationist that was running for president. And he volunteered for the George Wallace campaign. There's one story about how this one lady wanted her kids brought to LA for the Christmas holidays. And I believe that this was 66, but don't quote me on it. And Ray said, I'll go and get your kids, but I want you to sign a petition for Governor Wallace. So that was like the weird compromise.
That is a weird compromise.
He was very into Wallace.
Apparently.
And there's rumors that he was bragging to people about how if he killed Martin Luther King, he could get off because there would be people willing to pay for his legal defense. They talked about in the book how the Klan was raising money to pay his attorney's fees.
Wow.
Yeah. So Ray kills Martin Luther King. I don't know enough about what really happened. I'm assuming that the narrative that he was the assassination is true, although Joe Brown did make an interesting case. So I don't want to discount it, but I'm just saying this is what I've been told. And hearing one judge say that it's not necessarily true isn't enough for me to go on, but it's compelling. I do want to do some more research on this.
Wow.
And so Martin Luther King, how much of his death do you know about?
Not a whole lot.
Okay.
To tell you the truth. I mean, it sounded to me like from what I've learned about it that he was standing on a balcony at outside of his hotel room.
He was in Memphis, and the reason King went there was because of this garbage workers strike. The city didn't want to pay them more money. If you know a lot about King in his final years, he had really gotten into this idea of let's have a war on poverty and let's get out of Vietnam. So he's very pro-worker. He'd done the I've been to the mountaintop speech the night before, which was amazing.
I knew that, yeah.
And so he's at the Lorraine Hotel, which was this prominent black hotel in the area. King had been there many times before. They say in the book that the owners didn't let him pay for the room just because he was a prominent guy and they really believed in what he was doing. So it was very familiar territory to him. They had won a legal case that morning. This speech had gone really well the night before. And he's just kind of like shooting the shit with his friends who are hanging out, talking with everybody, enjoying the night on the balcony. King turns to go back inside, I believe, to grab a tie, and that's when James Earl Ray shot him.
Yeah, that's what I remember hearing about.
Yeah. This is where I feel really sorry for Martin Luther King. I do in a lot of respects. But he didn't die immediately.
Oh,
he lived for like an hour or so.
Really?
Yeah, they rushed him to the hospital. Because he was a high-profile guy, they go to all these extra measures to make sure that he survives. And eventually it just becomes clear, like, he's not going to make it.
Did he get shot in the head?
The way I understand it is it went through his neck.
Oh.
And then, like, bounced off other parts of his body.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Could have hit an artery.
I think it
probably did.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's really sad. So
Ray, very, very sad.
Ray runs. He had been using some aliases. And he wanted to go to some country in Africa because they didn't have extradition with the U.S. He thought he could fit in. It's interesting that a dude who hates black people wanted to live in Africa.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Is that weird?
It's just like a weird aside.
It is very weird.
Ray runs to Canada and applies for a passport under somebody else's name. Now, the FBI is searching for him. What you have to understand is at that time, J. Edgar Hoover was still in charge of that organization. And Hoover was a racist who hated Martin Luther King. But because this is such a public thing, he has to keep searching for him, right? And they spent a couple $1 million on it, which is huge considering the time. They do some fingerprint tests. They ask around. It takes them a couple weeks. They identify James Earl Ray as the shooter. Now, by now, remember, he's waiting for that passport. He misspells the name of the fake ID that he got on the passport.
Oh.
But he gets it. Goes over to England, He plans to leave there in a couple of weeks, but meanwhile, he's hiding out there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Martin Luther King is known in London,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not this iconic figure that he is in the U.S., at least not back then.
Oh, so he's taking tours to London then? Or trips to London?
He's been to London, I believe, but it's not like it is in the U.S., right?
Yeah.
So they know that he's been killed, but people in London don't know all the details. Ray is hiding out, is running low on money, robs a jewelry store, and is, waiting to get all of his information together. By now, he's on the top 10 most wanted list, and they release information all these different countries. This is a wanted man considered dangerous, and they have portraits of him. It took them a while to even get a picture of James Earl Ray. He was very good about not being photographed. I believe the way they got one is in LA, he went to a bartending school, and there was a picture taken of him with the teacher of that school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
of James Earl Ray.
Yes, and he had his eyes closed in the picture because he really didn't want to be identified. But they get the pictures. He goes to, I want to say, Heathrow Airport, and now we're talking... This is the night of Bobby Kennedy's funeral.
Oh, wow.
So I'm guessing this had to be like early July of 68, like 3 months after King was shot. He's at the airport, about to get on his flight, hands over his ID to the officer there, and something doesn't strike him as right. They pull James Earl Ray aside. Guy looks at him, goes and looks at this list of dangerous people, looks just like James Earl Ray. They hold him, they do some fingerprint analysis, and eventually he comes back to the U.S., pleads guilty, and is sentenced to life in prison. Breaks out in 1976, gets caught a couple of days later, and then dies of hepatitis C in early 1998.
Ooh. Wow.
Well, they believe that he got that because apparently some black inmates had attacked him, so he needed a blood transfusion.
Oh.
I don't know when the attack happened. Presumably when he was in prison.
Wow.
Yeah. What do you think of this?
That's crazy. I'm glad that he wasn't able to get out.
No. It would have been nice if he didn't go to London, though, or Canada, because then we could have given them the death penalty.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true. But the most important thing is that he was caught, and it sounded like he never left prison because he died. So that's the one good thing.
Well, he broke out in 76, but he was caught quickly after.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he got caught again and then never came out.
Yes.
Okay.
We had discussed, babes.
Yeah.
You learning more about MLK and diving deep into his speeches or his writings. I knew the basics about him. Obviously, growing up in this country, we learn about I Have a Dream and Dr. King was for all people. But I really was unaware of his stance on economic issues until I was about 21. You're going to love this. We've discussed how all roads lead back to Howard Stern.
Why is it? How did I know you're going to say something like that?
Because I'm Rick. In 2004, I'm going to the library a lot because I'm teaching myself how to use the internet. And we have MLK Day in January of that year. So, if you ever listen to Howard Stern, you know that he loves taking vacation time.
Yeah.
He's off on MLK Day. Next day, he's on the air and he says, I know my audience won't believe this, but I'm a big fan of MLK. I remember when he was alive. He did all this great stuff that people don't talk about. And he reads some quotes from MLK. And he says, for my younger audience or for people who are, a little bit unaware, you owe it to yourselves to read some of his stuff and listen to his sermons. So I'm like, whoa, okay. If Howard's saying it, I should do it. So I was a much bigger fan back then. So I go to the library and they had the CD collection of a lot of his speeches.
Wow.
So I check it out, and that's when I started to become a bigger fan of his work, meaning Martin Luther King.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that story?
That's cool, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know why I haven't listened to any of his speeches, because the one big speech we learned about was the I Have a Dream speech.
Yes.
And that was, kids were learning about it all over in schools, but I didn't know that. How many speeches would you say what roughly was recorded?
I don't know. I've heard like 10 or 15 of them, though.
Wow.
And he has books. He wrote an autobiography, which I have not read, but I have a copy of it. He has the letters from Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
So there's plenty of stuff out there.
I've heard parts of the I've been to the mountaintop speech.
I'd love to play that for you.
Yeah, because in the part of the speech that he said that really gets me all the time is, I may not get there with you.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I've been to the promised land. I may not get there with you. And that was the night before he was shot.
That's near the end of the speech.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And it was like, wow.
And they make fun of that in the second Naked Gun movie.
Well,
when Frank is giving the speech to the audience near the end of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What did he say? Because I can't remember. I only saw that once. So.
I forgot, but it's something like he's like, I may not get there with you, but I want you to know this.
Those are funny movies.
Those are great movies.
The poor lady that was Barbara Bush.
Yes.
Robert Goulet.
Well, we can talk about that later, but let's get back to the main question.
I know.
How do we want to approach MLK? There's a couple different options. He was a Christian minister, so one thing we could do is every Sunday for the next couple of months, we listen to a Martin Luther King speech, which I'm willing to do. Or we could read some of his books together, his autobiography, his letters from Birmingham. There's other ways to do it as well. What are your thoughts?
What we could do is we could listen to a speech a week.
I like that.
Focus on one of the speeches, because I didn't realize that he did more than 2 speeches.
Yes.
And I don't know, maybe I just I knew that this man was such a powerful man in a good way. I knew that he really engaged people, especially people in the Black community, that wanted change. And he so wanted people to be integrated, where you wouldn't have to worry about drinking at separate fountains and eating at separate establishments and things like that. I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun to start with listening to a speech a week.
I'm down for that. Do we start today, or do we want it to be like a Sunday morning routine?
I'm kind of thinking, well, where do you get them?
Oh, I have access to them. I have copies of them,
but
there's also YouTube, and I know that YouTube has the I've Been to the Mountaintop speech. So we could listen to that this week, which I think is a great speech.
Oh, wow.
What are you thinking?
And,
sorry to interrupt you, Bard has a collection of his speeches. It doesn't have all of them, but it has some of them.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
Well, we could probably start maybe next week or even the week after.
Okay.
Maybe it would be better if we started towards the end of February, because it's going to be kind of a oh no, wait, I'm sorry, I was thinking about March. We could start either next week or the week after,
I think we could do next week. I'm down for that.
Next week?
Yeah. It's also interesting. This is the 35th anniversary, not today, but coming up, of his assassination.
In April, what's the date?
April 4th.
Oh, 10 days before my birthday. What do you know?
Yep.
And not only that, Abraham Lincoln was assassinated around my birthday too.
Oh.
If you know that.
I did.
I think he was assassinated on the 14th.
I thought your birthday's the 14th.
It is.
So he was assassinated.
It was on my birthday, I believe. It was either the 13th or the 14th.
Nice.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yes. Well, good. You'll learn a lot about MLK. And there's bad stuff there, too. He was notorious for cheating on his wife.
Yeah, I understand that. And that's, I mean, yes, he's just as much a flawed man as any other man is.
He cheated on his wife the night before he died.
Did he really?
With Georgina Davis, I think her name was.
Oh, really?
She was a state senator. It was Georgie Davis. It was something like that. I can get the name for you, but yeah.
Yeah, I knew about I mean, I knew that there was talk about that, especially when J. Edgar Hoover was keeping tabs of that,
mm-hmm.
and I don't think that was a good idea. But and he also didn't like him either.
Right.
I mean, I remember seeing, I forgot what the movie was called, but it was in my U.S. history class in my junior year of high school, and we watched a movie on J. Edgar Hoover, and I came away from the movie thinking J. Edgar Hoover was not a nice person.
He's a horrible human being.
He was. At the end of the movie, like right before the end of the movie, you see him in his room, in his office, and I think he has his head down on his desk, and his breathing just starts to slow, and he dies right there.
I believe in real life he died at home.
Okay. Yeah. It was either. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe it was at home. It was.
They might have changed it for the movie though, because you know how they do.
He died alone. I know. It seemed to me in the movie that he died by himself. Yeah.
Yes.
But I just came away from that movie thinking this guy was not very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And King has his issues.
He did.
So there's a rumor that I don't know if you should take it seriously or not, because it comes from the FBI files.
Yeah.
They claim that a woman was raped, and it wasn't by Martin Luther King, but that he was in the room and encouraging people to rape this woman. Wow. I find that hard to believe.
I find that hard to believe too. I mean, yes, he was a philanderer. He was a philanderer, so he wasn't always a good example. But I don't know that I don't believe he did that either.
And also, but it comes from the FBI, who they have a history of setting people up. Even back then, they did. So
there was corruption going on back then too.
Absolutely. And all that is just to say, it doesn't take anything away from Martin Luther King's accomplishments. It's just to say that he was great on some issues and maybe not the best on other things.
I mean, he even had some different theological ideas that other pastors wouldn't agree with, which I didn't even know about until just recently. And I didn't know much about them, to tell you the truth.
I believe he called rock and roll the devil's music.
I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
I'm talking about what he thought about theologically. I have to look it up because I can't remember it, but it was different than what pastors generally believed about the person of Jesus Christ. So it's kind of interesting, but he was just as much a flawed person as everybody else is.
Complex dude.
Complex guy, yeah.
Yeah.
And into Star Trek.
Which I like.
I thought that was kind of cool. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me too there, Jaylo.
And his widow, Coretta Scott King, died several years later.
Was it 2007, I want to say?
Yeah, I think she was in her 90s. Yeah, and I remember hearing about it.
You know that the woman who stabbed him didn't die until 2015, and she was like 98?
Oh, when did she stab him?
In the late 50s, early 60s. He was promoting a book, and she comes up to him and stabs him. She had paranoid schizophrenia, though.
Wow.
Yeah.
She stabs him where?
I think in his chest.
Oh.
He talks about it in the I've Been to the Mountaintop speech.
Oh, really?
And he gives this whole thing about how the doctors told me if I had sneezed, I would have died that day. Then he reads some letter that this white girl sends him, and she's like, I read about you in the paper, Mr. King, and I just want you to know I'm really glad you didn't sneeze.
Did they laugh at that?
Yeah.
really glad you didn't sneeze.
Well, here's an interesting question. And I want to make sure I phrase this right. I think if you're a fan of Martin Luther King, you kind of have to look at Jesse Jackson like he's a complete asshole, even though they work together. And I'm specifically thinking about what Jackson did after MLK died.
What did he do?
Okay. They go to the hospital. They gave the clothes that Martin Luther King was wearing, I believe, to Ralph Abernathy, who was Martin Luther King's best friend. And, you know, Jesse Jackson was at the hotel, too. They come back. Jesse Jackson goes into the bedroom where Martin Luther King's bloody shirt is and rubs it on his chest.
What?
Okay. He says that he has to fly home. And people, I guess, didn't think anything weird of it because he was religious. And sometimes religious people do some weird stuff.
Yeah, but that's just off the wall.
Well, here's what happened next. It's a day or two later. They're in the Lorraine Hotel. And they're watching the Today Show. Jesse Jackson comes on TV with a bloody shirt and says, "I was cradling Dr. King's head in my arms when he was shot."
And you already know that wasn't true.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, you know what? I'm sure you'll be happy to know that I was never a fan of Jesse Jackson.
I mean, there's also that thing about he was a reverend who had a child with somebody who wasn't his wife.
Karen Stanton.
When he was married.
Yep.
And he tried to hide it from people.
Yeah, that's right, because I remember that she was interviewed. I think her name was Karen Stanton. And it was already out in the open, and that just was not a good look for him. That was not a good look for him. And I know that Martin Luther King, you know, I don't believe he fathered any other children with anybody. Right.
I don't know. I don't think so.
But he wasn't perfect in that area either. But the fact that Jesse Jackson was hiding his affair when he had a child with this woman just shows it just does not make him look or sound good at all.
I know you're not an Obama fan.
No.
But do you know the reason that Jesse Jackson turned on Obama?
What's that?
Was because Obama gave some speech where he's criticizing black men for not being in the family. And Jesse Jackson apparently took that as like a veiled shot at him because he had a daughter at a wedlock that he wasn't taking responsibility for. So he came out against Obama.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I think I will say this. I didn't hear the Obama speech about black men not being in the family, not being around for their kids. So I didn't hear the speech. But for Jesse Jackson to say that it was about him is, wow. I mean, what's the word I'm looking for?
Insane.
Talk about insane, and also it kind of reminds me of some people I know, like, oh, you're talking about me.
Yeah.
No, we're not talking about you. We're talking about black men in general.
This statement just happens to apply to you.
It just happens to apply to you because, I mean, how would he know if Obama knew about his affair?
Oh, everybody knew about it. It was all over the news.
Yeah, but but I mean, if he felt so badly about it, maybe it's because he wasn't there for his child. I mean, he's got to point to himself and think, and try to think, oh wait, what did I not do? If
memory serves correctly, babes, this was in 2008 when Obama was trying to get the nomination in the primaries against Hillary Clinton. So Jackson came out and endorsed Hillary because of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, on the other hand, if I wanted to say something good about Jesse Jackson, he did support Bernie.
Oh, is that the only thing?
That's the only thing I can think of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't support any of those people.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. I'm an equal opportunity non-supporter of Bernie Sanders, Jesse Jackson, and Barack Obama.
By the way, real quickly, before we get back to more books.
Yes.
Are conservatives about to turn on Tucker Carlson based on what he said?
I don't know. I didn't even know what he said. I personally don't care.
Well, you might care about this.
Really?
Came out yesterday. He said something like, Trump is destroying this country and we're lying to the American people in a text thread. Now, how do we know about this? Because the company that was in charge of the voting machines sued Fox News because Fox News said that they were guilty of fraud. And so a lot of texts are starting to come out because of this, because they're court ordered. And so he was dissing Trump. He was dissing Trump's fan. And I believe he also called Rudy Giuliani a lunatic. And he also said something like, Trump might destroy this country, but we need him on our side.
But how do you know for sure that it was from him?
Because it was court ordered for them to give over this information.
Huh. Well, I don't know. I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. It's possible I may hear about it again. But
Yeah.
There are things that I agree with Tucker Carlson on a lot, but I haven't watched his show in a long time.
Nice.
I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. This is the first time I'm hearing about
That's
it.
fair. You should research this because, like, not only does it show he's a liar, but it also shows that he's against other conservatives who you like. So that's why I would encourage you to research it, not just because you know.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm not a Fox News person anymore. So
Nice.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, good. And there's plenty of things to diss on liberals on this week, especially Pete Buttigieg, who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
He doesn't know what he's doing at all. He didn't know what he was doing when he became a transportation director or whatever.
He's Obama light.
Yeah.
But here's the difference. I have many issues with Barack Obama, but I get the sense that there's a real person there and that he actually kind of like is a hard worker. Mm-hmm. I don't get that sense from Pete Buttigieg. I get the sense that he knows what to say. And that's about it.
Or he just, I don't know. I mean, why can't he just answer a simple question? Because he knew about this derailment.
Yeah.
He knew about this derailment. How could he not know about this derailment? People, thankfully, no one has died. But now they're going to have to get their houses tested.
And we don't know that won't happen as a result of this in the future.
Yeah, we don't know, it's really, I mean, he's a big part of this problem because he did not want to answer anyone's questions. And it just seemed like he wasn't even present.
And the latest thing that happened where there was a plane that almost crashed, I want to say flying out of Chicago yesterday. Mm-hmm. And they were saying because it was something like they don't have enough regulations now around air traffic controllers, I believe. This just came out this morning, so I might be getting the details wrong. It's like, you're the Secretary of Transportation, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You need to step up.
I know. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure we know why you were hired by Biden, but even if you wanted to be diverse.
That's not why he was hired by Biden.
Well, I mean, a lot of people are guessing it, but all I'm saying is, if you really want to be Secretary of Transportation, then you really need to own up to it. Do your job like you said you're going to do, and answer people's questions.
Exactly.
Do what you're supposed to do. Why are you not present on this?
You were hired by Biden so he could screw over Bernie. We know that. You got
No, it's because he was gay.
No, it wasn't. No, I can break it down for you.
I don't need to know about the whole Bernie whatever. Okay, we already know it's because he was gay. He wanted to be diverse.
I can break it down for you. The reason he was hired was because during the primaries, the moderates were splitting the votes. And when Joe Biden ran and won in, was it South Carolina? It was the first state that Bernie lost in. So I've heard this rumor from a lot of different places. The next day, phone calls went out to Amy Klobuchar and to Pete Buttigieg saying, if you drop out, we'll place you in a position in the administration. That way, it gave Biden more leverage in the primaries against Bernie. And
then because he's gay.
I don't think that had to do with it.
Yes, it did.
I don't think so.
Yes, it did. It was part of it.
I doubt that.
Yes, it is.
I doubt that. Because if you were going to hire somebody just because they were gay, You could hire a competent gay person.
But he isn't even competent.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
But in the failed attempt at Biden being diverse enough, and maybe and it could be that the people around him told him to do it, because obviously he can't think on his own.
That is true.
Okay, so maybe it wasn't him who hired Pete Buttigieg by himself, because he couldn't have done it. It might have been somebody else to do it. Well, you want to look more diverse, so why don't we hire Pete Buttigieg? He has a partner, and he's in the military or whatever. I mean, he's such an incompetent Secretary of
Transportation.
I think the one time somebody asked him, like, what do you know about transportation? And he said something about trains. Like he liked riding trains or whatever. Something stupid like that. I'm like, you shouldn't be a secretary of anything.
No.
You should not be a secretary of anything, especially transportation, if all you're going to say is, I like riding trains, or I like trains, or whatever you said. I don't know. It just goes in one ear and out the other.
Here's the thing, too. There's a lot of politicians who I think are probably horrible people, but I also believe if I met them, I could have a conversation with them and enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Like, as much as I hate George W. Bush, if we ran into each other, we might actually, like, laugh about something or have a beer. And same with Obama, even with Joe Biden a little bit. I don't get that there's anybody really there when I hear Pete Buttigieg talk. No, I get the sense that you're just imitating what Obama did 20 years ago. And that's all you are, is a fake Obama.
And just repeating things like, I want to take your guns away.
Does Pete Buttigieg say that?
Yes, he did. In a debate, he said that he wanted to take everybody's guns away.
I wouldn't worry about that. He can't even figure out how trains work.
Very good, Buzz. Very good.
Thank you, Jaylo. I do my best, Jaylo.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
I think we should move on to something a little bit lighter.
That book, Ghost Soldiers, the book we were talking about last week, that was really good. Mm-hmm. I think we should read that at some point. This author, how do you feel about me just saying we should read another book?
I don't know, Bubs. It's like, wait a second. I want to read books I want to read too,
Uh-oh.
I don't always want to read stuff with you.
Really?
I do, but I also want to read stuff I want to read.
Interesting. Interesting.
We gotta be independent of each other some way.
No, we are. There's times you can read other books, right? But you only read one book at a time.
I do. I don't like reading, because then it takes my focus off of one book and I'm on another book. Like, I can do that with shows. I can't do that with books.
Yeah, we're the reverse that way.
Yeah, you can do that with books.
But not really with TV shows.
But not really with shows. I can.
Did you just fart?
Sorry.
Oh, no.
Excuse me.
Oh, the smell. Oh, stink. Oh, I love you, babes.
Pinch your nose.
Oh, it is.
That was something I wasn't trying to do, but it happened. Don't go announcing it to everyone.
Oh, don't worry, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Oh, well, I love you, babes.
So
that's the important thing. I'm sorry. You had gas. Can I get a kiss?
No.
From the gassy gal?
Hey.
Come on, give me a kiss. You want to?
Gassy guy.
With my gassy
Sir burps a lot.
Oh, my goodness. My female flogger.
Hey.
Give me a kiss.
My goodness.
Yes. When I was a kid, babes.
Yeah?
So you already know that my mom grew up in the Baha'i faith.
Yes.
She told me that Martin Luther King's sister stayed with her and her parents when she was growing up. Mm-hmm. My mom has since passed away. Not because of that. No. But when we were talking on the phone the other night, I was telling you the story. I wanted to make sure that I got it correct. So I texted my uncle. And he called me the next day, which was yesterday. And we talked for a while. Mm-hmm. It was good.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yes, very good. I read a book called Fools Rush In. Mm-hmm. It was about the merger between Time Warner and AOL. It was super interesting hearing that story about how their cultures clashed And it really didn't make sense that AOL was considered more valuable than Time Warner. But there's such this emphasis on stock price that's just how things ended up going.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that you think you would ever read?
I don't know.
Oh. Where are you in Lolita?
Where was I? That's a good question. It's still the part where Lolita is away and he's trying to fight this virus because they both got this virus and stuff like that. So it's kind of funny.
Nice.
I think I'm getting close to the part where he meets Claire Quilty though. But yeah, I haven't gotten there yet.
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
I just think it's really funny how he was talking about the boys that Lolita might have been interested in and come to find out that that's her Swiss cousin,
Mm-hmm.
and he was jealous of him, and then all the other girls that she was friends with, and it sounded like he didn't think they were so exciting. I don't know, it's just funny how he describes them.
It is.
Yeah.
I used to do dragon boat racing
Mm-hmm.
around the time that we met.
Yeah.
And I only did the first season. It was fun. I have my one and only sports medal for that.
Mm-hmm.
Time goes by. I'm with my Jaylo. I catch that Rona, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This week, I go to see you because you're getting training.
Mm-hmm.
And we run into the lady who's kind of like one of the top people on that dragon boat team.
Yep, and the reason why we go there, I have to say, is because I baked a triple chocolate cake in her class.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to share it with you because I wasn't able to see you on Valentine's Day because it was a very long day for me. And so we go out to lunch at one of our favorite places, Mad Greek Deli.
Yes.
Good Greek fries, by the way. Just want to say. Good bacon burger. And we go back and she happens to talk to us in the kitchen as I'm getting ready to get my cake. And because she said that she wasn't sure if she remembered Rick because I said his first name, then his last name, and she wasn't sure. And then I think she recognized your voice.
Nice.
And figured out, okay, I'll put 2 and 2 together. And oh boy, she wanted you back on the team.
It's like I'm good, but I'm not that good.
And then she told him that she was going to talk to me about it. And I'm like, oh boy. Oh.
We came to the conclusion, babes,
Yeah.
that it's totally fine if I'm not on the team, but that means that you can't join it. Because if you do, then I kind of have to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it just wouldn't be the same if you weren't there.
Exactly.
Because you would know more about it than I would.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't know. I just can't commit to something that I know will be a commitment if there's no room for it.
Oh.
I just can't.
Yes.
I don't know that I would be able to. And it's like 3 days a week, right? Is it practices 3 days a week?
I believe so.
Ugh. Good grief.
You don't have to go to every practice, but they like it if you're there for as many as you can make it to.
Did you can I ask this? Did you not go to one of the practices or did you go to all of them?
There was a couple times when I skipped out, but you are also doing it for a team, so you want to be present for everybody.
Right. And how long are these practices usually?
I think around 2 hours.
About what time?
Well, I mean, it's going to vary. Like some of the days, and it's probably changed since I did it too, just because of people's schedules. But one of the days, I think on Saturday, we did it in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say on Monday and Wednesday, we did it in the afternoon, like around 5.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'm going off of memory now, so I could be wrong.
And where would you guys go for this?
Down at the waterfront.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And did you have to wear like swim trunks or, did you?
You didn't have to, but they encouraged you to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sandals, all that stuff.
Sandals, okay.
Yeah.
Because it was happening in the spring. But you said that sometimes it would get cold, right?
Yes, it would.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And that meant that the water would be cold.
Exactly. Babes.
Yeah. But how far out would you go, though?
Not that far, but you'd have to do a full practice and row, all that stuff.
I don't know. I'm not even a boat person.
Then
really.
just say no.
I'll just say it this way. I'll if she comes up to me and talks to me about it, and if I think about it, I said, well, I'll just say, I can't make any promises.
Okay, here's a way you might consider phrasing it.
How should I say it?
It's mostly blind people in the dragon boat race.
Yes.
On our specific team, rather.
Mm-hmm.
You could say, Rick's been with a lot of women before me, and it would be very awkward if I ran into one of his exes.
I'm not going to do that. No.
Why not?
Because it would be a stupid reason. And I all I would have to say is I will think about it, but I can't make any promises.
Oh.
That's all I can say. I will think about it, but I'm not going to make any promises that I can't keep.
Nice.
Because then she can't hold me to it, right?
Oh my goodness.
She can't hold me to it because she said, well, she did say she wouldn't make any promises she couldn't keep. Right? I'm not going to promise someone I'm going to do something if I don't think I'm going to do it.
Nice.
You know what I mean? I mean, what can she do? What can a person do? I mean, you can only promote it so much.
Well, good.
So funny. Oh, she's so funny.
I like my excuse better, but we'll go with whatever you want to say.
I could run into any of your exes no matter what I'm doing.
That's true.
It's possible I ran into one of them a couple years ago.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Oh, it might have been 4 years ago now.
No, it wasn't that long ago. It was during the pandemic, babes, wasn't it?
No, because it was around the time, it might have been after White Cane Safety Day.
Okay, for some reason, I thought it was like a year or two
close to
ago.
it. Yeah, it was like close to it, I think. But it was, I didn't even want to know if it was her.
Nice.
But I don't really want to run into any of them.
I like it when you run into ex-girlfriends of mine.
I never did. Ow.
You just said that you might have.
I might have, but that doesn't mean I did. I don't know if it was her. I'm thinking maybe it was, but I don't know.
Well, don't be too decisive there, Jaylo.
Bubs.
I love you, babes.
Well, as long as we don't run into each other's exes, I think we'll be okay.
I don't care if I run into any of your exes. I mean, it's one thing if you wanted to spend the holidays with them or something, but if it's just randomly I see one of them, it's not that big of a deal to me, really. Yeah,
but it's just awkward to me because you're running into someone that I used to date, and it's just I always thought it would be weird if any of my current boyfriends ran into an ex-boyfriend anyway, not just you. It would be weird for me in general.
Nice.
Just like me running into my ex and his new girlfriend. That was very strange. I did not like that.
Oh?
Yeah.
Well, I still love you, babes.
Yes, I love you too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And to get me back into dragon boat racing, then we'll reconsider that love thing. I'm just having fun, babes. Oh my goodness.
What were you saying before we get off of this subject of dragon boat racing? What were you thinking about? Because remember we were on the phone for, I think it was 5 hours or whatever.
One day, I called you around 12, and we got off a little bit after 5. This was when we were first getting to know each other.
And didn't you say something like, oh, maybe I should think of it as the dragon boat race and give it everything I've got or whatever it was? What did you say?
Okay. I don't remember exactly, but what I think you're getting at is for the season I did it, I wanted to put my all into it and see what I got out of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
There's this girl on the dragon boat racing team who is really attractive. I probably said, you're the person who told you about the team isn't going to listen to this. But she was kind of like into my friend who's like a married dude.
Oh.
Yeah. At least that's the sense that I got.
But this is before you met me, though.
This is before I met you, babes.
Mhm.
Or this was after we met, but before we were together. When we're in that weird phase.
Okay.
Yes.
I was trying to see whether or not you wanted to do this thing.
What are you going on?
What? What?
I'm just joking. Babes! Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God. Do you have to tickle me on every episode? It gets a little old.
Really? I think people like it.
No, they don't. They bring me emails saying, oh, this is Alana's shtick. He needs to try something else.
No, your friend likes it.
Well.
Your one friend does. I'm not
Okay,
going to say
very
who it is.
good. Give me a kiss.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Okay, for your sake. Then.
You're making fun of you.
Oh, what is? Okay, give me a kiss then, for your sake.
Why?
For your sake, babes, because I'm giving boy.
Giving what?
You a kiss.
Okay.
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 Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I don't remember. I think you told me about this girl, and I think I know who the other person is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I've been talking with a friend of mine about getting into sous vide, which is basically cooking meats or some veggies in water at a very slow temperature.
Nice.
Yeah.
And a sous vide is what is it? A cooking device, right?
Yes.
Okay. Huh.
So I might get into that there, Jaylo.
It sounds either French or Japanese.
I think it's French.
Okay.
Yes.
Never heard of sous vide.
Well, you've heard of it now there, Jaylo.
Yeah, whoa.
Yeah. Yes.
One of the cabins at my summer camp, each cabin had a name, and one of the boys' cabins' names was Sumida.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how they got that name, but the boys' cabins were Diamond Head and Sumida.
Nice.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't Slytherin.
Slytherin and or Ravenclaw.
Yes. From Harry Potter.
But then there's Gryffindor and Hufflepuff, yeah.
Yeah. Even though we're, not supposed to like J.K. Rowling anymore. It's weird, like this is when you know somebody is super lib when they say, I love Harry Potter, but I hate J.K. Rowling with a deep passion. It's like, you get to say that you like the book.
You have to say that you don't like the author.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you may not agree with what she stands for, but, like her for her art.
Exactly.
Separate the art from the artist.
Because a lot of those same people, when Michael Jackson comes up, they'll just say, oh, he was such a complicated person who never had a child.
Yet, when it comes to J.K. Rowling saying that there's only two genders, and they're like, oh, I hate her.
Yeah. It's like, okay, she has an opinion that you don't like, and I could see that there's an argument for not liking what she said about that, but do you have to say it every time you bring her up?
I know. Thank you. I know. Now, separate. I mean, yeah, I think R. Kelly is a horrible person for what he did to those girls. But there are some songs that I like of him, and I don't think that they need to be deleted completely because he made some music and it was an art. In
fairness, I don't think anybody's talking about deleting Harry Potter, but I've just noticed whenever it comes up, people have to be like, and J.K. Rowling is, a horrible human being. But it's like, just because you're talking about the book doesn't mean you always have to say that.
I know. I find it annoying too.
Somebody comes up to me and says, Rick, what are you doing? Oh, I'm reading Harry Potter. By the way, I hate J.K. Rowling.
I don't hate this woman. I don't know much about this woman, but come on, separate the art from the artist.
Exactly.
If you don't like the author's politics or whatever, then fine, but just
you could just say that you like the books.
Yeah, I know. It's annoying, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah. And it seems to happen like every time her name comes up now.
Did it happen to you recently?
No, but whenever I'm watching talk shows and somebody says, I love Harry Potter, and I can't stand that bitch J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, well, maybe she can't stand them either.
Yeah. In fairness, they usually don't phrase it quite like that. But,
Leave the woman alone. I mean, look, if they don't like what she stands for, then that's their own opinion too, right?
Yeah.
Everybody can have opinions, but you're right. Don't let her be known by her opinions, but let her, think about all the great art she's put out.
You could just say you love the books.
Yeah, exactly. Just leave it at that. No, yeah, I would agree.
They're great books.
They are fun. They are fun to read for sure.
I think I enjoy them more than you did, but you still like them though.
No, I enjoy them. I mean, I don't need to read them over again, but I enjoy them.
I could see revisiting them at some point.
They're fun to read, like and how she came up with those names like Durmstrang and Beaubaton.
Mm-hmm.
All the and the Vila, those beautiful creatures that look like women, and they dance. And when they dance, they kind of put people under their spell. It's kind of interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How creative. I mean, I wonder how long she took to really think of all the characters, the names, the places.
The rumor I heard, babes, was that she took a year just on character development before she actually sat down and started writing the series.
It seems like she did, because there was a lot of like intricate stuff.
Absolutely.
Like who could possibly come up with a store called Honeydukes? Mm-hmm. And Zonk's Joke Shop.
I'll tell you who. Somebody who hates transgender people.
That's not what she said.
No. I honestly, I don't know what she said. I didn't look into it. That's all I keep hearing.
No, all she said is that she believes that there are only two sexes, and then all of a sudden she's public enemy. She's one of the public enemies.
I believe also J.K. Rowling is like heavily in favor of gay rights too, and I know that those are two different issues, but in some ways they overlap a little bit. So
yeah, but I mean, if you're just gonna base your opinion on what she said, it's just stupid.
Oh, I'll have to look into it, because it seems to me like a little bit crazy if that's all she said. I should sit down and actually.
That is the one thing that the same people complain about, is that she said that there are only two sexes, and she has a right to her opinion. You know, if you don't like it, that's fine, but don't say that you hate her all the time.
And I get it. People have the right to say that they hate her as often as they want. Yeah. It just feels a little bit disingenuous whenever anybody brings up Harry Potter now. You gotta point out what a horrible human being J.K. Rowling is. You know what I mean?
It's just an opinion. I mean, for goodness sake, it's just an opinion. It's not like she murdered her children, or like she committed anything illegal. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just people are just so overly sensitive about these things.
Everybody seems to be married to their opinion.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to be a little bit loose with that stuff on both sides.
I think that the phrase would be, you got to pick your battles.
Exactly.
You got to pick your battles, and there's some battles that don't need to be fought for.
Nice.
I mean, I think I said it grammatically incorrectly, but some battles just need to stay that way.
I hear you, babes. Yeah. I cannot wait to see what happens when you look into the Tucker Carlson stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh goodness.
Oh goodness. How you feeling, babes?
Good, babu.
I'm glad to hear that there, Jaylo.
Yes.
I've been really getting into Libby recently, which
Libby?
is, a lot of libraries are abandoning Overdrive to switch over to the Libby app. I don't know why, but it's enjoyable.
Huh.
And I listened to this other book. I think it's called Bring That Beat Back, A History of Sampling. That was super interesting. There was stuff in there that I didn't know. A quick example is that Ice Cube was on a song with Dr. Dre after NWA, but before they did Natural Born Killers for the Murder Was the Case soundtrack. Mm-hmm. They did a song with George Clinton, and I forgot who else was on it. But it's like, as big of an Ice Cube and Dre fan as I am, I didn't know that until this week.
Oh, wow.
That was kind of cool to learn about.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
I don't know.
And then I got into listening to all these bootleg recordings from Death Row Records that have been, floating online for years. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'll do that.
Wow.
But it's fun to go down those rabbit holes, I think.
I guess it is.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Very good.
Very good, baby. Very good.
Very good.
Yeah. Well, babes.
Yeah?
I know this is a shorter one. Is there anything else you want to talk about, though?
I don't think so. I think I need a nap.
Yeah, because it sounds like you're getting a little bit tired.
A little bit.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
I think we're under an hour. Let me check.
What time is it now?
Oh, we're just at an hour. It is, and of course I just turned it off. It is 1:42.
Okay.
We got here a little bit later.
You did.
But that's all good.
Yes.
Yes. All right, Jaylo. Unless there's anything else you want to say.
No.
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 Oh, by the way, real quickly.
Yeah.
Did you know that there was a town hall meeting in Palestine this week in Ohio?
East Palestine.
East Palestine.
Yes. Not the country.
Not the country. The representatives from the train company pulled out of going there at the last minute.
Whoa.
Because they said they were concerned about their safety.
Oh, wow.
And Crystal Ball was talking to Sagar on Breaking Points.
Yeah.
I saw it this morning, and she said, well, you know, we have Zoom technology.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't have, like, zoomed into this meeting.
Yeah, Zoom is super easy to use.
Exactly.
I mean, they would have been like, hey, we weren't able to make it, but we're here to talk about this virtually. I think that would have been better than just bowing out of it and saying we're concerned for our safety.
But not the safety of the citizens.
Exactly. And I think that the citizens and all Americans want answers about this.
Mm-hmm.
Because there isn't just concern in Ohio, but there's concern all over the country. Because what if that happened in our state?
Exactly. And here's the thing. If we don't do anything about this now,
yep, and
just say, this is cool, we're moving on, it could happen again.
And we don't want it to happen again. We want to make sure that it's stopped in its tracks.
Exactly.
And Americans deserve answers. We want to know why fish are dying. We want to know why other animals are dying. Thankfully, no humans have died yet, but now they're going to have to live with the consequences.
And also think of it like this. The train companies just avoided a possible strike.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that their unions wanted was more time off, which they did not get. I wonder how that played into the situation. Meaning, if there was more employees and more time off, we might not have ever had this crash.
I know.
Because people would have been less stressed out.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, my babu.
Yes. Oh, real quick.
Yeah.
There is only one new George Santos slide this week. It was a small one, but it kind of made me laugh a little bit.
A lot of the stuff that he's saying makes me laugh.
Apparently, he gave some interview and said that Kirsten Sinema came up to him, said something to the effect of, hang in there, buddy, you're doing good. She released a statement saying that she never said that. You know that I hate Kirsten Sinema.
You say hate a lot.
I do. And
you don't really hate these politicians. I think you don't like their policies.
I mean it. She is the Jesse Jackson of our generation.
Oh, jeez. Really?
Justina Jackson. What? Ouch. What?
I don't know this lady. I'm not a big fan of hers either, but to call her the female Jesse Jackson, I think is a little too far.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm going to kick all that out of you, Bob.
No.
Because I may not like her, but she's not a Democrat and she's for big business. So that's just something
Hey,
good.
Bob. Okay, you're making fun of you.
All right, give me a kiss.
No.
All right, give me a kiss then.
No.
Give me a kiss then.
No, you be good.
All right, so give me a kiss.
Why?
Because you're stressed out because you heard somebody attack Kirsten Sinema.
Well, I'm not a fan of hers either.
All right,
I'm just
give me a
saying.
kiss. Give
No.
me a kiss, babes.
See how he does it? See how he does it?
Okay. And yet, even though I hate Kirsten Sinema, it is kind of funny that this woman who spends her entire time trying to suck up to Republicans doesn't like George Santos and has to come out against such a little lie that he said.
Well, Well, keep in mind, everybody does not like George Santos at this point.
I think you're correct on that.
I mean, if he's gonna lie about this, he's lied about so many other things. I think people have
They're done with him.
They're done with him. I think he needs to resign and quickly.
I would agree with that, AJ. Well,
and since there's such an investigation on him, he better be careful because somebody might want to off him. I mean, really.
I don't know about that.
Maybe not off him, but you know, they want answers.
I do think that there's a good chance that he ends up in prison at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Not, today, but I mean, in general.
Hey, he should talk to Sam Bankman-Fried.
He should.
I mean, they're both big liars.
Maybe they could collaborate on some fibs.
Right. They should make a fibbing company.
They should start a thing called Fibs for Kids, where they go around promising children stuff and then not delivering it.
Fibs and things.
No, I like Fibs
for kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yes. There we go there, Jaylo.
Or maybe Fibs and Dibs.
I don't know.
Hey, Fibs and Dibs. That sounds kind of cool.
Good stuff, babes.
It can be an ice cream place.
It could. Yes.
They promise you all these great flavors, and it turns
Deliver
out they don't have any flavors.
Hey, they're just like the Democratic Party under Joe Biden. They promise you a bunch of stuff and then deliver nothing.
Fibs and Dibs. Coming to a neighborhood near you.
I still kind of like AOC, but one of the things that really was cringeworthy was that video of her taking pictures with a whole bunch of people. But she's hanging out with them before because she doesn't know there's a camera there.
And she
before,
has a mask off, right?
before they take the picture, she's like, "Oh, let me put this on." That was a bad look for her, putting the mask on at the last minute before they take the picture. And there's a bunch of conservatives, commenting below the video. And some of the things they said were a bit overline, but one line that got me laughing, a person wrote in, "The only waitress that doesn't give you anything."
Oh, that's great.
Yes. By the way, I did research. Ilhan Omar did not marry her brother.
Apparently, it's been documented, Bubs.
Oh.
She married her brother to stay in the country.
I did not hear about that, but I did try to do some research. I went on to Wikipedia.
Yeah, but Wikipedia is proving to not always be accurate. And that's why I think that's because my college professor said don't use Wikipedia as a source for your papers.
All right, I'll look at other sources.
Yeah.
You know that she has 3 kids, though, and one of her kids is like 20?
Wow.
Yeah, this lady was getting after it.
I guess. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, but I also think she's not a nice person.
I need to do more research into her. I honestly don't know a lot about Miss Omar.
Yeah. Well, you don't really want to know about her or Rashida Tlaib because they're both they both are anti-Semites, I think.
I don't know about that. The media likes to spin things a certain way.
No, they have been caught saying some very incendiary things about 9/11 and the Holocaust.
Give me an example.
I even heard Rashida Tlaib herself say that she feels calm every time she hears about the Holocaust. And she is supposed to be this a Muslim woman from Minnesota. Why would you say that? And she's supposed to be a congresswoman.
Wow.
And she said it. No apology, none of that. I heard her say it. She's a fake one too.
I will check into that.
She's a fake one, and so is Omar.
Oh.
But I digress. I think it's time for me to take a nap.
Yeah.
Okay.
I spent my talking points. Now it's bedtime for you. Good night.
You're making fun of me now.
Oh, well, that was my imitation of you, babes.
That's a poor imitation, if ever I heard one. You wouldn't be able to imitate you.
Sorry, babes. I love you. Well, Jaylo?
Yeah?
Is there anything else you want to say?
No. I hope that just for fun you end up looking at my pictures that you copied because I think you'd enjoy looking at them and looking at some of the video.
Off of the thumb drive you gave me this week.
Uh-huh.
Or you let me borrow.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you would get a kick out of it, especially the one where I actually get off of the tree.
Very good, babes.
Scary,
Yes.
but that's what happened.
All right, Jaylo, give me a kiss and then we'll call it an episode.
Hug, please.
Hug, please.
Oh my goodness. Pops,
What?
stop making noises.
Okay.
Also, I get a 3-day weekend. Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
You don't sound happy.
No, I am. That's great. I can be more thrilled.
What?
No, I'm just joking, babe.
You're like, yay.
All right, Jaylo.
Okay.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.